everybody? Welcome to your weekly hangout session with your girls. We're gonna start it off same way we typically do, then we're gonna introduce our guest. But let's see what everybody been up to. What's been going on in your lives?
Oh shit. I mean, had to drive an hour up here, you know what I'm saying? I was happy to we see Love's gas station trying to stop and give me 3 buffalo chicken rollers, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't even know they had that.
That don't tear your stomach up.
I'm saying, you like,
Bubble,
Toilet
toil, and trouble.
I feel like a new man.
I said, let me see.
Sometimes you just need a good emptying.
There's nothing wrong with gas station food. I don't get it.
Wait, now I ain't gonna go that far.
Depend on the gas station. Now, Pilot, Flying J, Love's.
What about Wawa? There's levels to the gas station.
Wawa's top tier.
The only gas station I'm willing to get anything out of is a Buc-ee's.
You crazy.
They brisket pretty good.
They brisket.
I mean, Buc-ee's good.
Buc-ee's is
though.
barely a gas station. It's a store
That's a
got
Walmart.
gas. Like, it's
right.
not.
That's a store that got gas.
Anybody that's ever said anything to me about Buc-ee's always started off with it's a gas station.
It ain't. It's a store
It's a
that got
store.
gas.
It's a store that
They-
they got a mascot.
Feel, that's
They got a
just-
mascot at every single
Yeah.
one.
And they got merch.
And they got merch.
They done fake food and they be pushing that shit too.
Yeah.
But what's going on? What everybody been up to?
Just been getting these events and stuff together.
Yeah, I know y'all got the block party coming up this week.
July 25th.
July 25th.
So if y'all in Indy, make sure y'all go over to the block party. Where it's gonna be?
World famous Hot Boys in Found Square. This will be our 5th year block party anniversary.
Anniversary.
But,
And we're shutting down Virginia Avenue.
yeah, the whole block. So
Dope. What's been going on, Antonio?
Mine, same old work.
Still toxic?
Yep.
Always. I ain't gonna never change.
Why the fuck do you call
what
me
you
toxic?
do, man? What kind?
Why do you call you toxic?
He
calls
says in
himself
every single
toxic.
episode he says he's toxic.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Is I gotta do it first to do it worse or
No,
something
I
like
don't
that?
do it first. I just do it worse. Like,
Oh, okay.
I like that.
and it's like what you not gonna put up with, somebody else is, and that's just how I feel about it.
His other motto is let's get.
Hold
He
on
said
now.
it out loud. That's why you
Hold on
really
now.
say it
Yeah,
out
hold on.
loud.
I mean, shit, he ain't wrong.
Nah.
Shit.
His other motto is let's get negative.
You don't do it first. You
Let's
do it
get
work.
negative too.
Yeah, let's just get negative. Like, you know,
We heard that community. That was both our motto. We just went on bullshit.
I wouldn't even come there. I wouldn't even come there to have a good day.
We were
I
planning out our bullshit
I'm like, I'm about to fuck your day up.
all the way up. Just
Nah,
because I
for real.
would. Man, I woke up early some days just so I can go to community and fuck up somebody's day.
I don't know why I got that way. Because I'm all about peace and light. I don't know what y'all.
See,
I got peace and light too.
I have my days. Like some days I'll be like, man, I'm just cooling. I'm all right. Some days I'll just be like, fuck
They don't
everybody in
wanna
their
fight.
feelings. Yeah.
Mhm.
Today I just want
I'm
to
on that.
let me fuck your day up.
I'm on that.
Yeah, I find it
And I'm
fun.
the only one who'll do that shit.
Girl, you said you used to, so you know how that
No,
feel.
I'm better now.
See, I
She said I'm better now.
ain't crashed out in a minute.
Okay, Meta World Peace.
You know what I mean? Like, definitely due for one. About that time.
Some people think I'm crazy because I'll tell people, I'm like, you know what, I'm about due for a fight. Like,
But I ain't fought enough.
you know, I'm too old for that shit.
6 good minutes in me. Really 3. I ain't know that.
No, when I
I
fell
got about
last
3
year,
good minutes in me. That's
like
all I
how
got.
that fucked me up, fight ain't for me no more.
The way after he's a self now, I ain't no fighting no more because you're gonna beat
But
my
you gotta
ass.
think, I'm only 26. So I still got a little year.
Yeah, you got some time
Damn.
left.
Yeah, only.
Yeah, he was the young one of the group.
Wait a minute.
You 26?
Yeah, wait a minute.
First of all, everybody here is almost at least a decade older than. Well, I don't know how old you guys are, but I know I'm over a decade
Yeah, he
older
tap
than you.
dancing on 40.
36.
I'm older than you.
Yeah, we just 36.
I'm older than everybody here did, even them.
Yeah, you
It's
look-
okay.
Yeah, you look about 14.
good, girl. They look good.
Thank
They
you.
look good.
You look
I'll
about
be
14.
39. I'll be 39 in
ain't.
September.
She do look, yeah.
What's wrong with you, dude?
She look 14? She look like
Such
First
a
of
random
all,
number.
what we not
She
gonna
like-
do, we
she
ain't gonna
like the,
disrespect my editor.
she look like the young kid from the Shy.
Jake?
I never saw The
man,
Shy.
Get the fuck out.
Do you know what show they talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, you do.
We cuss all the time. We was just talking about how we cuss too much. She don't think we do, but we do.
I don't.
I don't give a fuck.
You know.
Cause who
was-
gonna check me?
Cause I'm like, I was like, even though it's y'all shit,
This our shit.
it's y'all shit.
Yeah, today is our shit.
No,
No.
Wait, what you talking about then?
what y'all talking about? So how was that there? Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jay, how your day doing? We got ADHD, so we skip around. How's it going, Miss Jade?
It's going good. I got my little pillow. I've been doing good without it, but my fupa on one today, so I need a little color.
You know, some days I'll be like,
My stomach just be doing what it want to sometimes.
Man, shit. You know what I found out? I was chilling the other day, man. I'm like, and I'm not necessarily really thinking about my weight and shit like that, but I got cold all of a sudden. And I just got comfortable when I just did this.
We've all done it.
We've all done it.
You know you a thick motherfucker when you put your hands up your stomach to get warm. I said, oh yeah. Let me go ahead and
I ain't gonna lie.
play the zero. Let me go ahead and get it.
See, I do this. Like I set my hands.
I rest them up here on the stomach.
I be God, not under here is diabolical.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie, I've done it before.
And
We've
then
all done it.
I've
We've
done
done it before. Look, I've done some pretty embarrassing things, and Jade made me tell one on the episode that's gonna come out after this when I ate all the icing off of a cake.
Yeah, that was
Didn't
diabolical.
like make you.
Off the cake?
It did lie to your
And
family.
left the cake?
What kind of was it? What was the icing?
Was it
was a chocolate frosting.
Was it buttercream or whipped?
Mm-hmm.
Buttercream.
Oh, see, you a nasty motherfucker.
First of all,
you can eat whipped buttercream icing?
You can make whipped buttercream frosting. I'm also a baker too, so I used to do that. So
I love me a whipped something.
whipped is
Whipped
good.
pineapple, whipped anything. Whipped mushroom. Oh, no, hold on.
Wait a minute.
I'm about to say, wait
hold
now.
It overly freaked
You
out.
going too far with the mushroom.
Marshmallow.
Oh, the marshmallow
okay,
fluff.
yeah.
Put that in a malt milkshake. Change your
On
life.
top.
Yeah, see,
Bubble,
I'm
bubble,
not a
toil
whipped
and
cream.
trouble.
I don't like
You
whipped
can't
cream.
just
You don't
live
like whipped
with
cream?
her.
Nah, I don't either.
I don't like whipped
Like I'm
cream.
so petty, I take it off the cupcake.
You don't like whipped cream.
I take it off the cupcake.
Well, I eat it then, shit.
Like the shit that like when you get a shake and they put I don't like all that.
Take the cherry off too. So I don't
Yeah,
like
the
that
Take
shit.
cherry
that cherry
bullshit.
off.
That-
Nobody want that maraschino
Like that,
cherry.
like that blue,
Nasty
like that
ass
blue
shit.
drink that they had at McDonald's. They put that cold foam bullshit on top of it.
The Sprite?
Yeah,
Nah, I gotta remove that.
yeah. Take that
What,
shit
that
off of
dirty
there.
soda they got?
Yeah, ain't no
Yeah.
damn dirty soda.
I can't even-
Y'all done.
Y'all done made it
Nasty
nasty.
Y'all pretty
I can't even
bullshit.
tell last time I've been
Y'all
inside
just
a
in there
mess. I didn't
fucking
know
with
they
shit y'all
sold
had left over.
Who invented this shit?
Just be up
Somebody
and
was
doing
fucked
shit.
up.
And then you want to charge $4 for a large, like,
And
and the large is a medium. The hell got overcharged me for blue syrup?
But McDonald's known to do some crazy shit. You remember that land, air, and sea?
Man, so McDonald's did something a few years ago where they had it was called Land Air and Sea, where it was a sandwich with like a double
Nasty
cheeseburger.
ass
A
goddamn
Chick-fil-A, it was a
sandwich.
filet.
It was a filet, a double
was,
cheeseburger,
yeah,
and a
it was
fish
land,
sandwich.
air,
and a fish sandwich.
See, wait, did you say a filet and a cheeseburger?
Yeah, it was
was
land,
It was a
air,
double
and
cheeseburger,
sea.
yeah. Land Air and
All on
Sea.
one sandwich?
Yeah.
Hell
And was it the nuggets? Was it the nuggets or the chicken patty?
It was nasty. It seemed nasty
No, the
as shit.
nuggets.
Did you
It
eat
It was a
it?
nugget.
Hell yeah.
We ate it for content. It was good. Well, I don't eat fish, so I didn't eat the fish one.
But it was about $14.
For a burger?
Yeah, so it was like
It
a
was
double-
more
added
than
up.
a fish burger.
But-
How
and,
much?
and then it didn't come assembled, so
You
he
had
had
to put it
assemble.
together. I'm like,
So
we
you
can't
had-
Legos with food.
So basically, he bought a double cheeseburger, a filet of fish sandwich, and a chicken
4-piece
sandwich.
nuggets.
4-piece nugget. Had to put all of it together and eat it all together.
My booty hole hurts just hearing this stuff.
Hell, my stomach would have been fucked up.
It makes me want to throw
But
up.
they was just, like I said, they was just trying shit at that point. McDonald's sure do
They
got
was just
a lot of
doing
time to be
shit.
serving billions every day.
I forgot about that.
We
Land, air, and sea.
food over here in the U.S. though, because I bring this up, like feel like every other episode. I'm pissed off that McDonald's sells whole fried chicken in Thailand, and they sell mozzarella sticks in South Korea.
Really?
They giving us some bullshit.
We get the stretch.
Artificial. What you call it? Boot shaped chicken nugget?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
Nobody
Hey, hold on. You got a point though. Remember when they brought out the chicken wings? So I used to fuck them.
Same.
Fuck them up.
I put the barbecue sauce.
Yeah, but see, my stomach was always fucked up after then.
I bet it
I
was.
ate them,
chicken, bro.
but my stomach it was worth it though.
To your point, it's kind of put everything in perspective because you see all these people coming over here from like Germany and Japan and stuff like that, and then you see these people trying American things for the first time, and they see these portions and they tasting this stuff, and it's like, damn, this is amazing. We don't have this over, you know what I'm saying? So, but the obviously we know that there's stuff over here that's banned over there, and they're trying stuff over here, and it's like, damn, I wonder. No wonder it's not over here.
They gonna get sick and shit.
You was here for the soccer ball.
Yeah.
Beans and toasted, but he had
What
me
was it-
pissed
what is it
off.
The
called?
FIFA World
The
Cup.
FIFA. Yeah, it's still going on. I think it's still going
Yeah,
on.
it's still
ain't it?
going on. It goes on for months. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
2
still-
months or
it's
something.
still
Yeah,
going
I
on.
thought it was like a short
Nah.
stint like the
Nah,
Olympics.
yeah.
That shit
It's
is.
months.
No,
I
like
ain't
a
know that was
tournament,
still
damn
going
it.
on.
It's like 2-3 months,
Damn.
and it's like the World Cup. Like it's like a 4-year, every 4-year thing.
Oh yeah.
Like the Olympic.
You know I don't know. You know I don't know.
I forgot he don't watch sport.
I don't
Watch them
I,
eat.
wa- I, would
You
not,
know more about him than I do.
I don't fuck around, bro. I mean, every now and
only
then, if
halfway know
it's
who they-
on, I watch WNBA now though, slowly.
The other two.
Yeah.
I'm just having. I have some PTSD because her microphone is always far away from her mouth. So when I see, I'm like,
And it's always once you say some crazy shit.
We be on that too. Like, hold on now. Like,
me and Jay have had full on like Jay. We handle it, get your mic closer to your mouth. She like, I don't want it that close.
we didn't got to the point now. We got a boom mic. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we ended up getting a boom mic because we was
Yeah,
like,
we ain't got no production
don't-
for that.
That makes everything 10 times easier. So we don't have to worry about it.
I was getting ready to blame myself just now.
Okay.
Dang.
But you
you
just
can
had to throw it off on Jade first. You had
Continue.
The number of times I've forgotten to hit record on the camera or the mics is ridiculous. Me and her recorded what I would call one of our best episodes, and we've had to trash it because we recorded no audio on it.
It be like that though.
That's happened to us
Multiple times.
a few different times where the episode is just spot on. The guest was spot on. We were spot on, and just the audio was just trash, or the video just didn't work out, or that's why I was just kind of like, okay, we just need to have somebody come in and do this shit because
Yeah, we got an episode on our YouTube channel where the video's not on there because we were so blurry. Like, what happened? Amanda was messaging us like, hey, like something's going on. She kept telling us like, try doing this to the camera. Like, I don't know shit. I can't tell you what a feature is on this camera. Somebody fix it.
yeah, that's how it be. I mean, but that's the woes of starting a podcast or having a podcast.
Yeah, people-
Sometimes it's gonna happen. Sometimes it's gonna fuck up.
So I just came from Atlanta last week, right? I went there for the podcast summit.
How was that?
Oh.
It was nice.
Who?
David Shan.
Charlemagne. Is it Charlemagne?
Black Effect.
The Black Effect.
I thought it would be Simone.
B. Simone was there, yeah. No, David Shans is his name, or the guy who's like the face of it, I guess. But yeah, went down there the 1st through the 4th. And first of all, I just gotta say this: nothing against people from the Atlanta, but y'all traffic is disrespectful. It's disrespectful. To go not even 10 miles took me over an hour. I said, I can't wait to get back out in this
You were
city.
downtown majority of the time?
I valeted my car and I did not leave that hotel. I said, I'm not going anywhere after this. I was like, I was so happy that hotel was connected to like a mall or something. So I could literally just do their little skywalk thing over into their food court. I said, I'm not leaving this hotel.
Yeah, once you park, you good. Same thing with Chicago.
Yeah.
That's why I moved from Chicago.
Yeah, that's
I'm
same thing
I'm
with
not-
Chicago.
Nothing against Chicago. I love Chicago. I was born and raised there 24 years of my life. But I'm like, nah, I can't. I don't need that level of big city.
Yeah, but I think the stresses of the inconvenience of traffic at 36. It's easy for me to get road rage at this point. It's easy.
And it's
Bitch, move.
It's easy for me to just say I'm cool.
Really?
Like I'll stay at home, bro.
I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. So,
Nah, for real.
I ain't gonna even lie. So for those that don't know and have not seen their content, Breon and DMAT has a podcast local to Indy, but of course they put it on Spotify, all the places, so that you can see it worldwide. So make sure you consume. It's called Bellies and Bullshit. They also do a lot of stuff around the community, helping others out, getting more exposure to other people. They have Love Jones Cafe that you guys usually do a lot of work with, right? As well as the Wing Spot.
World famous.
World
Hot
famous
Boys.
rings. And like we said earlier, they are also having their block party, not only to bring the community together, but also to celebrate their 5th year anniversary, which is very hard in the community, in the podcasting world. So kudos to y'all on
Well,
that.
I'm so thank you so much. We got a hand in we're doing Lemon Drop Festival this weekend.
Lemon Drop Festival
weekend too. Yeah,
cool.
It's gonna be amazing. Shout out to Dev Rose and Third Shift. We're part of that as well for the second year in a row. Yeah, we just when we first started podding, it was all about podding, and then he's always been into curating events and stuff, and he kind of brought me into the.
You ain't no choice.
I mean, it was just like
I phrased it as a question, but
yeah, it was almost like I'm doing events. You might as well. It helps everybody. You know what I mean? So I got into it, and it's been lucrative as of now. You know what I mean? So, pod is it helps open doors to a lot of other things when it comes to events or helping the community out. Or we just did a career day for some kids at my girlfriend's school, and she said the kids loved us. She said they want us to come back.
Yeah, I met your girlfriend at the podcast conference you guys did.
She's just a little dime piece at that point in time. Now she's my little yeah now.
But
Good though.
Man. It's rusty.
But on the topic of things preventing, like traffic preventing you from going somewhere, I'm not gonna lie to you. I almost didn't go. Soon as I realized it was downtown, I said, "That's downtown. I don't fuck with downtown." But I was like, "Nah, Jocelyn," because I'm very introverted.
I'm about to say, well, what made you even go down there?
Come down.
One, I paid for the ticket.
For real.
Wait, come to y'all event or the Atlanta
Which one you talking about?
I'm talking about y'all.
Okay. Yeah.
I paid for the ticket. I'm trying to get more exposure to a girl's perspective, and I know the only way to really do that is to network. And I was like, I literally stood in my living room and was like, what if you don't go? And then I was like, Jocelyn, this is not how you gonna achieve any of your goals by staying home when you know you should be out there. So I was like, but it's downtown, Lola.
Because I'm not going downtown.
And it was Final Four weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell a lot was going on down there at that time. And I was just
that was
like,
kind of the plan,
But I ended up going, and I remember calling Jade afterwards, and I was like, I almost didn't go, but I'm glad I did, because I was like, I met a few people there.
You were able to meet Jennifer Magley?
Mm-hmm. Jennifer Magley, Stretch, you guys. I met a lot of people there. So it was definitely worth it. And then the one...
What were your antennas?
Well, for one, she sent me the invite, and I guess I didn't see it. So, she like,
honestly, I don't think I actually...
she didn't bring it up again. So I was like, oh, yeah.
Because Jade is incredibly busy. And I tried not to monopolize her time with the podcast, since it is basically my venture, my passion child. So I try not to monopolize her time with other things outside of showing up and recording, because that is what I promised her when we agreed to do this, is all you have to do is show up and record. So I tried the things that she can go to and do, or the ones that I really think is important for like both of us need to be there. She'll usually show up. But if it's something like what I can represent for the both of us, I'll maybe tell her about it. But it's like, if you want to go, you can go, but don't feel like you need to.
I respect that too. We kind of have that saying. I call it divide and conquer. You know what I mean? Where if we both can go, let's do it. You know what I mean? But if not, D-Man, you might have to go, or I'll have to go. You know what I'm saying? It's teamwork, make the dream work for sure.
So I would look at it a whole different way. See, I'm really not good at. He can sell you the shirt off your back, sell you your shirt off your back. You know what I'm saying? That's the way he's a talker. He's able to start a bit, like not to start a business. He's able to talk to you, able to get to know who you are as a person within a certain amount of time, and get you to trust him enough to do business with him, or whatever the case may be. Me, I'll come in and sit playing. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll go in there and start cracking jokes. Like, prime example, Indy 500. So we go down there, Indy 500. We go down there, and we're I don't know if you guys know who Melly International is.
It's a clothing.
It's a clothing line. It's a clothing brand. So they partnered up with the Indy 500. We did it. We helped them do their block party at the track for 500 weekend. So we go in there. It was like a Thursday before the race, and we go in there. We go in there playing, and we went down there to do some content for their block party. So I'm going in there playing. I'm going in there just talking shit, just laughing, giggling, yada yada. And then we see this lady. She's just walking around, and I guess they do this charitable event called Rev.
It's called Rev.
It's called Rev, where it's like a charitable event. People come and donate. It's like $500 a plate type shit.
Yeah, it's a big event.
And just me, I like I said, I could talk to anybody about some bullshit. But then I see her, and I'm like, I said, you know what? Let me say something to her. I said, hey, what if I come to this Rev thing with a sweatsuit on, suit on? What would you do? Would you kick me out? Just talking shit to you. She's like, you better not come to this fucking event with no white lady. And she's like, you better not come to this fucking event with a sweatsuit on. And I said, why not? Y'all gonna kick me out? I said, why not? You gonna kick me out? She was like, yeah, I'll kick you out. She said, this is my event. So I was like, damn, you throwing this whole thing? And she was like, yeah. As soon as he heard that, boom. Hey, my name's Brianna.
I didn't slide on heels.
We got a belly. Our podcast name Bellies and BS. And then he gets to talking. Next thing you know, we got 2 tickets to this exclusive event.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So
I would like to think that I could do that, and I probably could. I'm good at networking. I don't like it, but I'm good at it. But also a lot of the times, especially like when it was for office related stuff, moving up the ladder, it was easy for me to just walk up to people, start talking to them. And then before I knew it, I'm coming up in meetings that I don't typically come up in. That's how I made it to management level. But for the podcast, a lot of times I'm just like, I don't know. There's going to be a lot of energy from me to go up there and talk to them. So then I'm more hesitant to do it.
Can I ask you a question?
What's that?
Is it that are you more confident in like your 9 to 5 shit?
Probably because I've been doing it for a while. Yeah. And the podcasting is new to me, and I'm just like, you know, we're gaining a following. We have a small following right now, but it's not much. And I know that you don't really need a big following to make some money off of podcasting and things like that. But at the same time, when I'm going into events that might have a potential sponsor in it, I'm thinking, what if you just not there yet?
Yeah.
Like, I'm already telling myself that.
You already talking down on it?
Exactly. And I think it is because I ain't been doing this that long. I'm still trying to figure out things. I don't even know how to even approach the topic of how, like, sponsorships. How's that going to make our current following feel when, like, they say, oh, well, a word from our sponsors. You know what I mean? So, like, those are all the things that I'm playing through in my head. And I'm like, okay, now I'm getting decision fatigue. Now I don't want to make a decision at all. So I don't. I mean, that's why our merch hasn't been sold yet. I mean, it's up now, but it took that podcast summit for somebody that was sitting next to me, somebody else that doesn't even have a podcast yet. They just was there to get information so that they can start it. I was one.
Gemini?
Huh?
Gemini?
I think she was a Gemini, actually.
I think that Gemini. What was it? What's her name?
That's Gemini.
Gemini, yeah.
Oh, her name is Gemini.
I thought you meant her sign. I'm like, how'd you know that?
Too. I was like, yeah, you.
No,
really?
that worked. No,
But she is a Gemini.
but she's Gemini. It was just Mom out of Gemini. I thought that
She cool people, but we'll go ahead.
But so I'm sitting next to this woman, and I had my girl's perspective hat on, and she's like, I like that hat. Where can I buy one? I want to support. And I was like, oh, we don't have merch up. And she was like, why not? And I was like, I don't know. I said, some viewers have asked us where the merch is. I know I should get it done. I just haven't. I'm just dragging my feet on it because it also has several options to pick from. And I start looking through all of them and like, oh, maybe this shirt, then maybe that shirt, or maybe that hoodie. And it's like, all right, I'm just going to put that off to the side. She pulls out her phone and she goes to somebody's website that has merch. And she said, well, then I'm about to buy from their website because yours ain't available. And I said, that night I went online and made that merch. I said, nah, because what you're not going to do, you ain't going to threaten me with a good time. Give me your money.
Well, that's why she did.
She put that battery in your back.
That's fire.
Put it into that kind of perspective. It lit the fire under my ass. Because I was like, people that actually like watch this show that are like hardcore followers, they will buy the merch just to support, even if they don't necessarily like it. They'll buy it just to support. And I'm like, so yeah, I went online, made the merch, and then I had to place test orders, lost some money on that test order, had to go back and reevaluate things. But yeah, it's up now. Our website, agirlsperspective.com. Go to merch. Yeah, we got nice options for you guys. 2 hats, 2 shirts, a hoodie, and a cup. So
Yeah.
definitely place those orders. We will do a demo of all the merch once I get my test order.
Yeah, y'all should definitely have like a photo shoot.
Yeah, we're going to be scheduling another photo shoot to actually take. So the photos that we use for our thumbnails, we're in our hoodie, Girls Perspective hoodies or Bot Tribe hoodies. But those are really the only ones that we have with the merch on. And I done lost a couple pounds, so I gotta take
Don't blow anyway.
in the wind, girl. I'm blow what? Sure, it ain't easy because what I do love is a chip.
Nah, for real. Jalapeno cheddar.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hey y'all.
That's good though. You know what I mean? And it takes little nuances like that to leave like, oh shit, it's time to step it up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because confidence is key when it comes to this, and you gotta believe in yourself to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. Like that's just how I move. Like I'm that nigga. Like you can't stop what I got going on.
See, I need a little
Like,
bit of
you
that
can't-
confidence.
You do got it. You just don't have it in every area.
Yeah.
Cause you do have
And that's why I asked the two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is
Yeah,
it
because
more?
if you talk to me about my job, I've told people you can't tell me I don't know. You can't tell me I'm not good at my job.
Absolutely.
Like you can't.
Had it just moving forward. I mean, you gotta have that same energy.
You gotta have
Yeah, because literally, soon as I created the merch and it had it actually available with the actual pricing and everything and pictures and stuff, I messaged the lady, said like, told you I was gonna get the merch up. She responded 3 minutes later and said, told you I was gonna buy something. She had already placed the order. I was like, whoa, okay, well, all right then.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what it takes.
That's all it takes, man.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
easier said than done though, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because when you're in the moment and you feel that pressure, it's like, whoa, I don't know.
No, we definitely bullshit.
Like when we dropped some hats last year, they went like that. They went like that. We couldn't even keep them up. Like motherfuckers were mad. Like we did like a minute run.
We only did 25.
Yeah.
What, 25 hats? Yeah, see, that was my other thing. I didn't want to have an inventory. So I just went with like a print on demand company.
That's smarter though.
Yeah, because then I can scale it and make new stuff. Yeah, I was just telling Jade I want to make a phone case for it.
Yeah, that be
See,
cute.
but a lot of companies they're transitioning to the like the drop shipping. You know what I'm saying? And I was looking at that for us too as well, because one of the homies, he does that with the All Pro, the West End joint. Yeah, he got something set up like that too, where it's really just shit, you know what I mean, and just order it and they just send it directly.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what
Just
happened.
fee all about your day.
Yep. Yeah, you just pay them a processing fee. So yeah, I just linked them to my to the website, and people can just purchase directly from the website and don't have to go somewhere else.
That sounds easy. That sounds like
Yeah, I don't want to say that.
No.
That sounds like
Oh,
Jordan.
easy for the
Jordan
customer,
will
yeah.
set it up. Jordan,
Okay.
yeah, he awesome.
Yeah, I use Printful. That's who we decided to go to, because they don't have, at least based off the research that I did, they don't have third parties that they use to print. It's all done from their warehouse, so it's consistent designs every time.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I was like, I don't want it be
Cause you don't want no errors.
exactly. It's this color this time, but next time might be a different one. I don't know.
Because
My
we
face
low-key
ain't
went
even
through
on
that
the
when
bug or
we
something,
went
you know
with
what
the
I mean?
local person, and the consistency was not the same.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but she was good at her design though, because she designed our merch. So I last year I worked with a local graphic designer. What is her name? Her name is Lauren. I forget what her business is called though, but she worked on our branding with us. So our color scheme, our fonts. She created our logo. Not this, but that's our cover art. But she explained to me that that's not a logo.
Hold on now. Hold on. I'm looking at the cover art. Is that supposed to be y'all?
No.
Okay.
He was gonna cook you.
I'm about to say, hold on.
Who y'all get them pictures from?
Hey, bro.
Well, and our
Gonna fire
defense,
y'all up.
and our defense, when this was created, my hair was like that.
Oh, okay.
But no, I did not look like her.
No, we didn't tell it to put me with braids. We did not tell it to do that.
In fact, I specifically told AI she didn't have hair.
Why
Which
I
I
got
do
it? Why
got
didn't
hair,
put?
so that was
Why
disrespectful.
did you have part two versions of yourselves?
Well, this was when I was just in the thinking phase of a girl's perspective, and it wasn't going to be our cover art. And it wasn't until I was talking to one of my cousins, and I was just like, I don't think I'm gonna use it. And he's like, why not? I said, well, because one, it don't look like a one. And then he goes, why does it have to? And I said, you know what, you're right. I mean, that's fair. And he was like, it's called the girl's perspective. It's for the girl. So it could literally be anybody.
I was like, you know, that's right.
I said, you know what?
That's right.
All right, well, we'll use it then. And then, but everybody comments on it, how much they like it. So I was like, well, then shoot, it clearly gets attention, so we'll use it.
Yeah,
You don't look like us though. We know that. No, don't come.
because I'm about to say, hold on, what the fuck?
Don't take us on our own show now.
Y'all done stole somebody's
I done
face.
stole somebody's shit. Hold on.
If you had to name them, what are they names?
Yeah, we didn't put no names on it. No.
Amanda and Jessica.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just
What's that? What's that? Lava monster from Moana?
Oh shit.
Is that bad?
Nah, it ain't bad.
It started with a T. Tafiti.
Kiki.
Tafiti.
Tafiti. The one with the dreads,
Yeah.
Tafiti.
Why gotta be Tafiti?
How you know that's she?
Yeah. How you know that's you? You said it. That's the claim on.
I am too dark for
They ain't neither one of y'all.
them to be
They ain't
big.
neither
I
one.
mean, you ain't neither one of y'all.
But that's okay. So what was the names?
Gina from
Gina.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, that's what my cousins used to call me when I was younger.
Gina.
Mm-hmm.
You used to act
Exactly like you.
Huh?
We used to act like
No, because I had a big head.
I had to go. My body had to grow into my head, so
Yeah, they used to call me Gina from Martin because my head was big.
I mean,
But now I'm checking it out to see it. Yes,
I'm looking at the circumference. I'm looking at it.
I have a big head.
Grew into it.
How you
Grew
know?
into it.
How you know?
I'm just saying. I mean, it ain't too big now. So
It's proportion.
it's full.
I didn't think it was that damn big then.
I mean,
You brought it up. Damn, I didn't know that I was just putting myself on the chopping block. God damn.
Good, man. You looking good. You looking good. You look good. You look good. You look
He
good.
said they used to call me Gina 'cause my head big. I was like, what, motherfucker?
Yeah, they tell them no, they was wrong for
They
that.
was wrong.
Yeah,
they
for
was
that.
wrong. I got made fun of so much from my family. It's crazy.
That's how.
That's how you know they love you, though.
I told you they used to tell me because my birthday is 9/11. They used to tell me that Bin Laden was my daddy, and he did that for my birthday.
That's messed up.
I mean, that's the hey,
Yeah, that's a good one,
love the
though.
shit out of you.
That's messed up.
They used to call me on my birthday and say, "What your daddy giving you this year?"
Fam, do they like you?
Now, Gina, now your birthday, your birthday,
9/11.
the birthday 9/11.
What's going on over there?
Something been lying your daddy.
Y'all need to sit down and unpack that shit.
Yeah, my family.
What you mean, cuz?
Square up.
What you
You
talking
bring that
about?
West
At the
Side.
barbecue.
What you mean my daddy been like? What you mean by that? You trying to throw something or what?
One of our clips when I set up the scenario about being paid or you turning your notice, they no, you ask for more money, they tell you no, then you get a notice, you give it to them, and then they try to give you more money.
Yeah.
That little scenario that I set up is doing pretty well on IG right now. So I figure I had another scenario that I would get the people's opinion on from something I saw on TikTok today.
Okay, what is?
So the scenario for this one is you and your sister go to Disney and if you're going to Disney, you're probably there for at least a week. And
That's some money. So that's the reason why I don't go to Disney.
Exactly.
oh well, let's just say in this
But we got the money. We got the money.
We got the money in this scenario. We got the money.
Yeah,
money ain't an option.
Okay.
You go and you got the kids with you, everything.
Shit, I got 5. Shit.
How's the kids got the poor people around?
So y'all go to Disney. Your sister parks her car in front of one of your neighbor's house because for whatever reason she can't park in front of yours. You come back from Disney. Your sister's car has been towed. You go to your neighbor whose house it was in front of, and you say, "Hey, what happened to the car that was out here?" And the neighbor tell you, "Oh, it was towed." And we all thought it was an abandoned car, so it was towed. You then say, "Okay, well, you need to run me $500 for that tow fee." And the neighbor say, "Nah, son." And you say, "Well, I'm gonna sue you then." What do y'all think about if y'all were the neighbor that she walked up to and was like, "You need to give me $500 because this car was towed," how would y'all react?
First of all, who said that I'm the one who got it towed? One, anybody. HOA ain't no game. Anybody could have had that towed.
HOA, no, them was some motherfuckers.
And two, like, the thing is, well, because they can't get their car because you don't own the sidewalk in front of your house. You only own your house and your yard. So
the way people in comments was trashing the neighbor for being like, "I'm not giving you money for this money."
So they didn't have no conversation with the neighbor before they parked.
No.
Oh yeah, it ain't the neighbor's fault.
Exactly.
That wasn't
but
aware.
anybody could have called though. Who said it was the neighbor though? Anybody could have.
They're all jumping to the conclusion that the neighbor is the one that called them and had the car towed.
And even if they did, they don't owe you no money. You shouldn't have left that car.
I'm pretty sure if it was your car that the neighbor already knew you, they would have been like, oh, okay, all right. But it's your sister's car.
Right, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who car it
And
is.
my thing is, when y'all parked it, y'all knew it was in front of somebody's house. You should have had the decency to knock on their door.
Cause y'all, we literally just ran into this when we was leaving my house to come here.
Oh my gosh, your neighbors is rude.
Man, they so full. I've talked about my neighbors on here before. I ain't gonna do it because eventually
Long
these will
booty
find
trucks.
them.
Long booty truck.
Long. As soon as I pull in the neighborhood, long booty truck, another long booty truck.
Right in front of my house.
I'm like, what type of?
In front of your crib?
Yeah,
What's
they're
a
my
long
neighbor.
booty truck, bro?
man, I'm talking about
Like 8 foot.
like a 60-foot box truck. I'm like, what y'all doing?
Yeah, two back to back.
Like,
We
y'all
don't know
got an
what they
army of militia coming out the back of that mug? Like, what the fuck?
But I
a
run
long
into
booty
that all
truck
the
for
time where
real.
I'll get home and there will be people parked in front of my house.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I can, even if the neighbor was the one that called the tow truck, I know how that feels to just have some random car pop up directly in front of your house. It's like, so you don't think that is also, yes, I understand the streets are public, but you also don't think that it's problematic that you got some random person parking in front of somebody else's car and then just leaving their car there for an unknown amount of time?
And I don't know you. My mom was about to tow this other car. It was a car like that in front of her house for the longest. She was like, "Well, Brianna, that car been out here about 4 days. I'm about to get it gone." You know what I'm saying? If they don't move it, it's yeah. So they
So
move
people
it.
talking about the neighbor was wrong because when they are convinced. They said she.
These y'all listeners saying that, like, yeah, the
No,
comments.
this is just something I crossed on
Hey,
TikTok.
fuck y'all. I'm getting your shit towed.
Told, like, period. I will stand outside while they do it. I
Nah,
don't
for
care.
real. Like the black dude with the collared shirt on the phone. Like with the
Don't let it be leaking nothing. You know what I mean? Don't let it be leaking no fluid.
No
or nothing.
antifreeze or
Yeah.
something.
That shit got to go, bro.
Your radiator cracked.
Get your leaky ass car from in front of my crib, dog.
Literally. When I was in my apartment, I rented the garage that was directly under my bedroom because I don't want to hear nobody fucking garage door opening while I'm sleeping. So literally just moved in.
What you say?
I rented the garage.
Oh,
I can't even get a car
She said
for it.
she got mine.
That motherfucker asked $35.
Nah, that first night that I was there and I heard that garage door open, I said, I can't live like this. No, I need that garage. I said, give me the garage that's directly under my bedroom.
Respect.
But the first day, I think I had been in that apartment for all of a month. Switched because if I'm being completely honest, I was already renting another garage. I just wanted one that was under my bedroom. So I got rid of that one, got this one.
I ain't mad at you.
I rent this garage. I go out. No. Well, that's another story.
Her bag different.
Clearly.
I only paid for one.
Okay.
Who little joint out there? I had a part next to.
Which one?
The
Nice. I said it once and I said it again. Teslas are about the same price as a fucking.
Hey, what's Chevy? Camaro 2SS?
So you mean to tell me? Hold on. So you mean to tell me you had 2 garages at one point in time?
But my brother was paying for one because he wanted his Camaro in it.
You paid for 2?
So you had an extra garage.
She had
I wasn't paying for it though.
That's what I mean. I done counted 3 garages. I done heard 3 garages.
So when I moved in, I had one.
All I hear is money.
Donated it back to the Commonwealth.
That's what I heard. Nah, I can't live like this. I gotta give it. Okay,
I gotta get one back.
Hey, hold on. I heard 3.
That's what I'm saying. Because her brother, that's
so
the third one.
My apartment took up 3 garages.
Huh? See, you had a condo. You had no apartment. It was a condominium.
That was a fucking apartment.
No, you had an apartment complex.
That's what I'm saying. 3 garages.
What side of town you on?
East side. I was at Pheasant Run Apartments.
Oh, you was fighting every day.
Literally. Yeah,
I'd have got a garage
after
too, though.
I moved, one of my neighbors out in the hallway fighting, and again, that wall is connected to my bedroom. They wake me up. Nothing will piss me off quicker than somebody waking me up out my sleep, and I could hear them. I don't give a fuck what you fighting about.
So this is a side subject. So
The garages.
yeah, let's start about
No,
Okay, so
finish. So finish. What you?
I don't even remember what I was talking about now, but
But you got the 2 garages. These niggas is confusing you. Then you got the 2 garages.
okay, so I had the garage. At this point, I only have 1 garage.
Okay.
And I go outside. Well, actually, I just look out my window for the patio, and I see, because I can see the cars right at my garage. And there's somebody, my car's in the garage. And I see something. Yeah, the balcony thing.
How big was this apartment complex?
Stepped out.
Stepped out.
That's too far away. I saw something on my car. I went downstairs, looked at it. Do you know somebody was telling me to stop parking in front of that garage that I was renting? I say, no, y'all got me fucked.
They had a different bag.
Nah, for real. They trying to buy your shit.
It's my garage.
You in the way.
So I balled that up, tossed it, whatever. Couple days later, for some reason, I wasn't parked in front of my garage. I think I was actually in my garage. I go out to go somewhere. Somebody's parked in front of my garage. I said, okay. So I leave my little note. Move from my garage. Couple hours go by, they still ain't moved. I'm calling the fucking tow company. I do not care. But then I kept having the same issue. Like they moved in, ended up moving before the tow truck got there. But I was still constantly have the same issue. And I'm going to the office about it. They finally reach out to the person that was renting that garage before me. That raggedy bastard had that garage code added to multiple remotes and was using it. So he was still trying to make it seem like it was his garage, knowing full well he wasn't paying for it. I'm like, that's my $85 a month.
So was he Nigerian? You know, they scam.
Don't be saying that.
Man, that sound like a...
They gonna hate us then. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, they gonna...
Here to fuck shit up now.
They sound like they scam out of garages.
Yeah, we had, the office literally had to get them and tell them, give me every remote that you made for this garage.
What the fuck?
They was open.
I would hear my garage door open. He was mad you was already in it. And yo got your garage.
That's crazy.
That's why he said, stop parking your shit in my garage.
I don't care if you paying for this, it's fine.
I got the remote.
And you met squatter of garages.
Wow.
Like a homosexual damn near.
Nah, for real.
Talking about that one.
Man, the number of homosexuals that has tried to make their way into my house.
Let's unpack that, because it's
Every woman has
we've
experienced
talked about
the
homosexuals on our pod a couple times. D-Matt. Okay, what's your definition of a homosexual?
Somebody that's trying to live off you in your house and
Horny
they
and
contributing a goddamn thing. They trying to live in your shit.
What you say?
Horny and homeless.
Yeah, literally they are. They want to say, fuck nigga and reap all the benefits. They show up with their hefty bag of that shit and try not to get off.
Or not homeless. See, what my mama call them is, she said, looking for a bed and a biscuit. That's what my mama.
Had a homosexual for 6 years. That's why people would hear me say the 6-year mistake on here. Yes, I was stupid because I shouldn't have let it last 6 years. But it still doesn't change the fact it was a 6-year mistake.
He needed somewhere to stay, or what was the?
She was a mooch.
He was just one of your homeless, dog. He just
I'm glad I'm selfish. They tried that. It's trying to, because first it's cute. They try to move in just some small shit. It's
put an
like-
Xbox or some shit in there.
Starts off with drawers. Yep. And then it's like a toy. The next thing you know, it's a one drawer. The next thing you know, the nigga show up with an Xbox. Get that shit the fuck out.
So what do you call women that do that?
Gold is.
Here's my thing.
Nah, they homosexuals
Nah.
too.
Yeah, everybody talk. If you're doing it, you're a homosexual. It don't matter your gender.
But that's the other thing that he say all the time. We say this don't just apply to men.
We don't just say what shit. Trifling is trifling. We don't just gender. So
That's a fact.
I'd have done that a couple times. I ain't gonna.
you're a homosexual.
I'd have done that a couple times. Oh, I can sleep here. Ah,
Bitch, you done fucked up. Hey, bro, let me
see the game of roast beef. See the bro gave me roast beef and mashed potatoes.
See, that's what you
And
get
then I
when
said,
you
damn, I
start-
got the itis.
That's what you get when you start playing that white
gotta rub my
role
feet
too
together.
early.
Nah.
One sock on, one sock off. Shit.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
You ain't got me a chocolate fudge pop.
So bad, I don't even invite dudes to my house. I just go to their house.
See.
How do you explain it to? How do you explain that you live with your live with moms? Not you. I'm just saying. How would you like? So if a female was like, all right, well, shit. How can I? Well, I'll just come to your house. How do you be like? Well, shit. Why can't I just come to your house
right now?
Nah,
Well, you know what I think? You know what I do?
I'm in between places.
The homosexual.
I say
Yeah,
shit.
nah.
I say shit. My brother in town from school and it's in town from school and his kids are here and shit. I just got a lot going on here. I've been trying to get away from the crib.
And you know what I'm gonna say? All right, then. Well, I'll see you next time. Yeah.
That's how you end up spending money.
that's how you end up spending money every time. But no, if a chick want to come through and you live with your mama, just tell them, you got to be honest, man.
See, here's the thing. Some chicks is okay with it.
Yeah, and if she like you for real, hey, bro, if she like
If she's for you, she would deal with your mama.
you.
Hey, I got the saying. The dick only big to women that like you.
That
That is true, because when motherfucker mad at it, first thing they throw up in your face. Oh, shit, little
You fat bitch. Bitch, I wasn't fat the other day.
I've been fucking with the wrong chicks. Cause I would never do that. Cause you know what? I got flaws too. And you finna throw them motherfuckers in my face. You're like, now I mean to say you fat bitch, and then you be like, man, that fucking big ass forehead on your like, what the fuck you talking about? No, you ain't about to.
Now when you mad at me, you want to say some
I'm a fat
hurtful
bitch.
shit.
We on mad. Why you mad? You were just fantasizing about fat niggas. Now I'm a fat nigga. Like,
Yeah, I'm a fight dirty though. Like with it's over, it's just so like I just like below the belt.
And see,
I don't
like,
do that
I'm
shit.
one of them ones, you can't do no shit like that. Think we gonna get back cool at that.
yeah.
Because after you just said some hurtful shit, it's over with.
That's how you really feel.
And I don't do it first. Like I said earlier, I don't do it first. I'm going to do it worse.
Exactly. I'm gonna talk about
I
your
have a
mama.
touch of that too.
Nah, I'm going to get with the person you hate. I'm going to
Nah,
treat her
for
better.
real.
I'm going to treat her so much better in front of you.
Nah, for real.
And they say men ain't petty.
For the love of the game. It ain't got nothing to do with you.
He said for the love of the game. Nah, for real.
That's
At the end of the day, it's always
The day got to end. At the end of the day, the day got to end.
game, cuz.
I feel like me and Jade agree with y'all. But we've also said that we tend to think like men anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
we get that line.
Cause here's the other thing that women get a bad rep for is the whole friends with benefits thing. I'm like, I could friends with benefit all day. I ain't got no emotions.
Ain't nothing below you here. I know what the fuck it is, but do you?
One of my best situationships was a friends with benefits situation.
I don't understand why people frown upon those. It's a mutual understanding.
Real life.
People frown upon it because a lot of the times there's one person that either doesn't know that it's just friends with benefits or they still let their feelings get involved. That's why people frown upon it. But I'm like, if y'all have that conversation up front and be like, look, this is what it is and this is all it's ever gonna be.
No, people don't have that conversation, then they get fucked up. So
I tried it with an older woman and it didn't work out because she wanted more. Now I'm a little boy and all that. And then when I say you a pedophile,
She's Tony up.
I don't nobody no PDF file.
because you 46 and I'm 21, now I'm wrong.
See, I can't say
Now I
that
gotta
because
pack my shit
I'm
up.
reaching the age. I can't say that because
I
I'm
can't
reaching
eat
the
man
age where
fruit
I'm
snacks.
a virgin.
You move me. Yeah, creepy bitch. You the one wooed me.
Shit, you said you take care of me.
Oh, so you make this a habit then?
I'm a fresh 21.
You and, what you call her?
Nah, Sugar Mama, we ain't fit tell the fellas about that. Sugar Mama,
Let's talk about Sugar Mom.
Sugar Mama be tricking, man. I'm going
Sugar
to
Mama about
Piage's
to take
next
him
week.
to a
You gonna
five-star
what?
steakhouse.
To a 5-star steakhouse next week. Just for a little conversation. She like 60 years old.
Antonio, I told you.
She wants something from you.
I told you, women are just like men.
She
do some of this shit
She
for
old and
nothing.
lonely. Husband done died. You know.
So you should cover for the conversation.
I'm just coming for the conversation. I'm gonna
She
leave
come to-
separate cars. I ain't getting in the car with. I ain't stupid.
Would you do it though?
Nah, heck no. She got to come up off a
She
bag.
working her way
She
up.
probably do got a big enough bag.
tryna
Nah,
loosen
she
them
probably
up,
watching.
you know,
Nah, I ain't
get
even finna answer that.
Lucy,
She
good get
you
them
ain't,
loose
you ain't
every
going
meal.
though? You
probably
ain't
watch
going?
this shit. Nah, hell no.
She actually does watch this.
She got hands like a lemur. Nah, dog. Where's
They told me that she actually does watch this.
got hands like a gorilla, dog. Nah, I'm cool.
She's commented on our episodes before.
What? Edit that out.
Don't you act that out.
Cause
He
y'all
said what he
ain't-
said.
He ain't about to fuck up
my daddy. I done looked on the menu. They got like $170 tomahawk. I need.
we can't fuck that up for.
Ain't nothing like one of
the
them,
day
though.
they got in. Shit.
Some old dude tried to be my sugar daddy at a Culver's a couple weeks ago.
He probably own that motherfucker. He probably own it.
So it was raining outside and I got out of my car and I don't usually carry an umbrella because with locks I don't really care about my hair getting wet. So I get out my car and I'm just casually walking into the restaurant because I don't care about the rain. He when I was parking was getting out of his car. Old dude, have to be at least like 60. And I start walking next to him. He comes up. He's like, "You got the umbrella?" I said, "Oh, thank you." And then he goes, "I ain't gonna upset nobody, am I?"
Yeah.
I said, No, you won't. He said, "Well, I'm waiting on somebody, but they ain't as pretty as you." And I said, "No." I was like, "No, thank you,
Whatever
sir."
the fuck he wanted.
He probably owned that Culver's.
Yeah, you never knew. Block the blessing.
There's a switch that I just can't flip.
She don't want no money.
Like, y'all already got it.
Shit, two incomes better than one.
That's true. Today, the old man would gain more from what they doing than she would. So what's the point?
That's fair.
She still got all her money.
That's why you don't mess with old men.
Why?
He was waiting on somebody.
So what?
You that somebody.
No, I wasn't.
You that somebody now.
Nah, for real.
It's the same shit except they old. If I want to be played, I'm being played by somebody attractive. I ain't being played by no
How you know
old
he wasn't
man.
attractive?
Why would you do that?
He probably was a part of.
So what you say? Y'all got morals when it come to this?
I got morals in general. I just don't know what
This ain't my game. I'm married. I'm not in the streets. This ain't even my problem.
You married? How
Yeah.
long you been married?
I went on 2 years. We
Fresh
fresh.
married.
Fresh marriage. I was married for 2.5 years.
Don't look at me that way.
You said what?
Don't look at me
Was I
that
married
way.
for 2.5 years?
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
2 years.
You been married 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, word.
Yeah, she said she outgrew me.
Oh damn.
She still.
Okay then.
But we was young. We was young though. We was young. I was 25. She was 23. We had a kid. Like we started life early. It was super early. Yeah, it was super early. That's my dog though. She cool as fuck now. She married. She been married about 5 years now. It's just,
Damn, it's been 5 already.
mhm.
That's what's up. He the one for it.
Nah, for I hold it.
If I had a
I was
choice,
married.
I'd never get married.
You what?
I'm never.
I'd never get
again.
married.
Ever.
I don't think I could do it unless you gonna sign a prenup. Cause what you mean you about to leave me and take
if I
half
get
my
married,
No,
they
for
definitely have
real.
to sign a prenup. But I,
Bitch, I came in this
don't see
motherfucker
nothing
without-
wrong with prenups.
Bro, I came in this motherfucker.
I came in
The
this
way
motherfucker
Indiana
without shit.
set up, they just ain't automatically getting half your shit anyway.
It don't matter. What if we know somewhere else? You still ain't getting half the shit.
So
Well, you gonna get something that is fair.
It's based on where y'all married at.
Yeah. Like they don't automatically get half your shit.
That's how you know I shouldn't
If
be
you
around
love
shit
me,
about
sign
that. I
that
don't even know
prenup.
what ring
You gotta
the
love me
wedding
for
ring
me.
goes on.
I got married a couple times. It's cool.
Define a couple.
It's 2 or less.
High, let's play high or lower. 5?
2, bro.
Okay.
you about to play a game? Come on, bro. Five marriages is crazy.
Yeah, but no, I
said
met a
a
guy. I met a guy. I met a guy that was married 4 times.
Bro,
That's too
never-
many.
That's trusted too. That's trusted
That
too
just
many
seems
bitches.
stressful.
But
like
his
just a set
longest
of
was
peace?
25 years married.
That's trusted too many
okay.
bitches. Bro. I mean, females, bro. I can't.
So my backstory is, so my current husband is my house husband. So we were married. I was 19. We got married real young. We both was in the streets. That was a waste of everybody's time. We dissolved our marriage. And then we were apart. And then we got back together.
So y'all relearned
So y'all
each other.
came
dated
back.
again,
Y'all learned each other all over again.
I'm not mad at that.
I am.
Why?
Why?
Because you
Because
wasn't
they're gonna
looking.
get it right this time.
You wasn't trying to find nobody.
and they
else.
chose
But
each
ain't
other
that the
this
best
time.
time to find somebody else is when you ain't
in
looking?
between that time. Let me take a stab at it.
Okay,
Oh shit.
let you finish saying.
about to get all philosophical.
When y'all divorced, y'all had to. How long in between the divorce and y'all getting remarried was it?
Like 7 years.
So in between that time, did you have any serious relationships?
Well, we both had a child in between. I had a kid and he had a kid. We got back
But-
together.
Here's the thing, though. That doesn't mean you had serious relations.
No, we didn't. I didn't. I don't think he did either. Like, we were seeing people, there was never anything serious on either end.
But y'all. So how soon after did y'all start seeing each other?
7 years.
After the first divorce.
Did y'all start just seeing each other?
So when y'all start seeing each other again.
Because after we divorced, we didn't talk to each other. And then, how long was it? It was some years. It was like 7 years that we randomly start talking again.
That's how it be.
And did it pick
Yeah.
up like it never?
Like it never happened.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. You getting like y'all was meant to be together.
Yeah. It just, we was too
You should see them together. You can tell they are meant for each other. I had to tell her before, if I was him, I'd leave you, and if I was you, I'd leave him.
That's
Because
because
the stuff that they do,
we match each other crazy. Because we was out here in the streets, and I was just like, I can't with y'all. These men, they ask for $20. They can't change no tire.
That one was funny. That was funny to me.
I'm not made to be out here.
What's wrong with asking $20?
What's wrong? That's for
She
$20.
said you gotta have money. See, they 2 pieces.
Here's how I feel about that.
because I ain't even said or what.
Three garages. They bed in the
Here's
hobo
how I
section.
feel about it is a man that don't have. You don't got to be rich, but if you don't have enough money to cover you, that's irresponsibility.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even about material things. It's a mindset that I feel is associated with that shit.
Like he'll take you out and he don't got money to cover for dinner or something.
And why
like
you
that?
taking me out then?
Now that'd be one way piss me off. Like we go out to dinner and you like, oh, I ain't got.
It would piss
what
me
you
off
got?
more if you waited until we got there to tell
the
me
food.
you ain't got it.
No, ate
Now,
the food.
yeah,
Wait
you
till the
tell
check
me
come.
like, okay, hey, I want us to go out, but I'm kind of short or whatever. Okay, cool, we can still go out, but don't wait till we sitting at the table and I done ordered all this damn food, and now you tell me, well, hey, I'm gonna eat this shit, but I can't contribute.
Talking about ordering all this food. If you see anything you was paying for, why you order all the food then? You order all this food off of me anyway.
I got one for y'all. We had a family dinner. Like I was like maybe like 18, something like that. My plus ones bought some plus ones. And the plus ones they brought didn't have money. We had like melting pot or some shit. Mind you, we eating.
They broke
Everybody eating good. Check come, motherfucker. Then you with the.
I can't stand
You know what I'm saying? Like patting like you looking for your wallet.
What?
Motherfucker said.
ain't got no money.
They said he said what you got? And y'all, if y'all know my sister Champagne,
Yeah.
that motherfucker said what you mean? What you got? I'm
I
talking
don't
about
do
turned
that
the whole function into like a split thing. Niggas had to wash dishes. Other people was sitting there calling folks. I'm playing.
Well, I told you that when I went to a bachelorette
It do like
party in Nashville, we went to this 5-star restaurant, and the chick, we got all our checks, everybody paid. Server come back to her and was like, whisper something in her ear. She didn't have the money to pay for her food.
She knew she had no money. She ordered that shit.
She do that while she eating good.
Thank God her cousin
gonna
was
die
there,
to
was able to
dash.
cover her, but
gonna
I
die
was
to
like,
dash.
girl, we got in the car afterwards. She was like, y'all, I got $5 to my name. What you mean? This is like you ate for.
Sit in the car while we go eat.
Some motherfuckers were
You supposed to make it rain on these strippers we about to go see.
Nah, you got to tell your ass back to the
Go get a
hotel.
roll of coins.
The roller coin.
Now you attempted murder because you now you throwing.
I'm talking about with the brown paper still on it.
I said, I have lived a life where I was spending money I didn't have. I told people before. In 2013, when I really wasn't making shit, I flew to Vegas and overdrew my account like $300-400 just so I had money to spend up. Still one of the most fun trips I ever took.
You dangerous as fuck.
Look at God.
My stomach would have hurt it.
Oh no, when I'm broke. Oh, my stomach. I wouldn't even win.
I gotta work
I gotta
40
work
hours.
extra hard.
No lunch.
My friend was like, you want to go to Vegas? I said, sure, when? She was like, it's a couple months from now. So I had time to save.
Yeah, you irresponsible as hell.
First of all, we talking about a different Jocelyn.
Not now. I'm saying
okay.
at that time.
I said, let's let people know.
Was this 3 garages, Jocelyn?
No, this was a year before. First of all,
A year before. Okay, a year
it
before the
was
3
2
garages.
garages.
Ooster.
3. You gave one back. You donated it to the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was
For a
before
tax
then. This was
write-off.
before I had to do my stint living with my brother. And he, pretty much kicked me out after a year. He was like, so we gonna be buying a house soon, and we don't plan on having house guests when we get there. Those were his exact words to me. I had just got laid off from my job because they decided to close the pharmacy that I was working in, and I was looking for a job. I'm telling you, but before 2014, Jocelyn, she struggled. But yeah, my brother literally came to me and was like, we about to buy a house, and we don't plan on having house guests. And I was just like, noted.
What about
Okay.
garage guests?
Well, he had 3 cars at that point, and I think that took up. That's why he was using one. That's why he rented the garage, the additional garage I had at the apartment.
That's
So
real though.
That would have stuck with me.
I at least would.
I respect it though, cause I'm like, that's his house. It's his like. Now, do I necessarily think my brother really would have kicked me out? No. I think he would have. He was more so just warning me, like, I need you to ramp up your job search so that you can ramp up your apartment search.
Yeah.
So you can ramp up your exit.
Exactly. Now, do I think my brother was actually gonna be like, get the fuck out? It is this date, get out. No, I don't think
You'll
he
be here
would.
30 days.
30 days and 30 nights, get out.
They had 30 meals. I'm done feeding you. Bitch.
Yeah, and I was mad because I spilled like a whole gallon of milk on their carpet, and I
You and
could
this
not
milk.
get out.
Oh, yeah.
And, you stay away.
Stay away from the damn milk.
Look,
Oh, you've had multiple
first,
stories
what
about
y'all
milk?
think about
They sell this
peanut
bullshit.
butter chocolate milk?
Here we go with this shit.
Peanut
What?
butter chocolate
Peanut
milk.
butter chocolate milk.
I don't like peanut butter like that.
Oh, well, then
So,
you wouldn't like
yeah, I
it.
wouldn't.
You didn't. You know what?
I like
I
I like a
will be
Reese's.
the
You on
only
your
person
own.
on this island then. I
Yo,
like
she
it.
on around. That's
Peanut
nasty.
butter. So you put chocolate syrup and milk.
No, they sell it that way.
It's like a Reese's milk.
Oh, so pasteurized.
Mm-hmm. It's delicious.
I mean, I'll drink one of them like a little Snicker joint or a little Reese cup one. I'll drink one of them.
So
but I ain't.
Reese's Puffs, the cereal put in the bowl, then the after milk.
Basically.
Except if you get the all peanut butter Reese's, you own something.
They make
else.
all peanut butter.
They do. They don't now. Piss me off, stupid ass brand.
I gotta let that milk sit. I gotta let that sit in the milk for a second.
I don't like the chocolate cereal. It tastes weird.
So y'all sitting there and act like peanut butter chocolate milk ain't crazy. This is what
I mean, if you eat Reese's Puffs, it's.
I mean,
it's
if you eat
literally
Reese's-
I wouldn't
liquid
drink. I wouldn't drink
Reese's.
that
I
bullshit.
wouldn't go out to buy it.
I wouldn't go
You
out
know
to
what I
buy
mean?
it.
Like if it
And
was
that's
like
what
a
I
limited
said. I said, so
release or
your
something.
stomach didn't go.
And it does. I told you, I fucked up.
Oh,
I
but I
told my
really-
that community.
Y'all like eggnog?
No,
no.
Oh hell
See,
yeah!
I'll fuck up some
This
eggnog.
can't. To me, it's like pancake batter, and you just fucking drinking it.
Oh,
It is
hell
thick.
no.
Wait a
That's
minute.
literally.
Wait a minute.
You put some
First
cinnamon in it.
Don't sit here and talk about how you would drink pancake batter, but you got something against peanut butter chocolate milk.
Yeah.
First of all, y'all ain't talking about shit. Cause when you take the eggnog
So
and
y'all
put
would hear
in
me. Y'all-
with the cereal.
Wait,
that's
hold
some-
on. So you,
that was
now. Okay,
well, that was some kid
you
shit
use
back
it
in the day.
milk.
I have before.
I have done that
He
with.
he eat syrup sandwiches.
You know, ranchada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've used that as milk before. Call me an
Horchata?
alcoholic if you
The
want,
fuck?
but it is
Horchata is
delicious.
The white bottle.
Ranchada.
with a bowl of frosted.
Hey,
What's
hold
up?
on now. She
Don't
was
even-
lit.
That's that Mexican milk.
That's expensive ass bowl of cereal though.
That's the Mexican milk with the
I
cinnamon.
drink
in it.
every drop.
everything.
I go to the Vatos over there off of 30th and 34th in high school. It's called Christian's Fried Chicken, and they got this lemonade and the horchata next to it. And I'm like, shit.
You told me about that spot.
That motherfucker.
It is where?
Off of 34th over high school.
So it's out west by me.
Yeah.
And
It
I
was
don't
good,
know
boy.
about it. It's
I said, hold on, man. Y'all just drink this shit? It's milk. He's like, no.
Horchata's good.
Horchata's good as
Like
hell.
horchata.
He
But
put the
it's-
ice in it or
it's a
something.
thinner
Like,
milk though. It's
It's a
like
thinner milk.
Like,
They got like
rice water.
cinnamon in it and shit.
It is. It's kind of like rice water, but it's fancy.
Yeah,
It's good.
I didn't like horchata when I tried it, but I do like rum chata. Maybe it's the rum. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably around for sure.
you put the rum chowder with that chowder, it's gonna be some good chowder.
I will use just about anything as a chaser. Rum chata has been used as a chaser. Amaretto sours has been used as a chaser. Shit, I use the blue motherfucker as a chaser.
That's another drink, but okay.
All of those are drinks technically.
See, I don't drink.
Oh shit.
The hardest thing I drink is a secret Jamaican me happy.
I'm so favorite.
Boy, you give me 4 of those, I'll be twerking on the head like.
Well, his big ass will get up there.
I would pay money to see that.
Well, I'll be up there like, hey.
Or he'll drink a blueberry straight up. We do that.
So lately my go-to has been soju because I've been really heavily into the Korean culture stuff. So I will with one of these Calypso. I really want them to sponsor us because I keep them in business. But yeah, I will add pretty much I'll separate this into half and pour a bottle of soju in it. I'm good for the night.
I'm a lightweight. I can't be playing no games. And I know it. I know my.
We went to Ohio. So the first time me and Jay ever hung out with each other, didn't really know each other really.
Foolish.
Was a road trip.
Yeah, we did.
We was there because we knew we met each other at work. And I was just like, you want to go to Ohio? I'm like, yeah. And it was supposed to be just a day trip. But then eventually I was like, why don't we make it an overnight trip?
And I'm like, yeah, don't even know this girl.
Yeah, so that was the first time we actually hung out with each other. And we ended up staying at a hotel, going out to this really nice, Che.
Yeah, it was something
really nice Brazilian, not Brazilian, it's Argentinian steakhouse that has some of the best empanadas I've ever had.
Good.
I like empanadas.
You
They
ain't
got like
had it.
12 of
They're
them
so
for like
good.
80 something.
They're
you said.
expensive though, yeah, but it's a really
It was
nice restaurant.
brisket in it. It's good.
But
I
we
could eat
went
about 6 of
there
them.
and we went to see a drag show at one of the bars there. This woman had one drink.
You know they make them drink strong at the gay club. You ain't gonna come at me. You know they do.
Hey, I think I had at least 2, but I was like, dang, Jay, I didn't realize you was a lightweight. But now thinking back, we didn't know each other. So why?
So what made y'all decide? Okay, I want to do a podcast together.
Yeah. Because how many years are in?
A year.
Yeah, a
A
year.
little
a
over a
over
year,
a year.
almost 2 years. Be 2 years in
2
December.
years, yeah.
100 episodes
Almost 2
coming
years
up.
that we started recording, but as a posting December. So me and Jay, so this is not the pharmacy that we were working in. She was not working with me at my primary job because I had 2 jobs at the time. So now she's working there. And so she would come bopping in my office. And in the morning, I'm not a morning person, so like get back up. And she bop out. But I was having some issues.
She was bobbing in and don't say nothing.
She would come in, hi.
Oh,
And I'd be like, girl, get it. Like, there has been days Jade has come in my office doing that shit, and I said, Jade, get out.
I said, what the hell?
I was having a lot of issues with the job that I was in, where I just was not happy. And I remember we went on a forced manager retreat to North Carolina, and they monopolized my time from 7 a.m. to after 9 p.m. And it was like 20 of us together. And I remember calling Jay and saying, I fucking hate this place. I said, they have had us together. First off, they had us in this really small conference room. We were literally shoulder to shoulder. And then after that, we got 30 minutes to go do whatever we wanted to do. And we had to be back at a shuttle to go eat. And we was eating until 9 p.m. And then we had to wake up and go start it all over again the next day. I said, I fucking hate this so much. And I was like, and we're not getting anything taken care of. I just don't like it here. And after I got back, I remember sitting in my office and thinking to myself, I need to find something else to do. I can't keep doing this. And I was like, well, if you found another job, like, yeah, fine, whatever. I was like, what if you like had your own business? And I was like, yeah, that could work, but what would I have my business in? And I was like, well, I don't want to do anything that's going to be super customer service facing. Like, I don't want to like outright sell products to people. You know what I mean? And then I was like, well, you have been talking about like since 2012, you always wanted to start a podcast. And I was like, yeah, there's money in podcasting. It can be an avenue to something else. And I was like, well, what if you did that? So then I was like, well, what would I do a podcast about? And I was like, well, if I was to ever do a podcast, I want it to be like, it's a friend group. We just hanging out. We just shooting shit with each other. And I was like, well, when me and Jay worked at the pharmacy, we would always have these conversations and people would hear us talking and be like, oh, y'all funny. People have actually recommended y'all should do a podcast together. And I messaged Jade and I said, hey, can you come to my office real quick? She came over and I said, so I've been thinking about this. And I said, what if we start a podcast together? I said, would you be open to that? And that's when I told her, like, you know, I'll make sure that I won't monopolize your time because it's my venture. So you don't have to worry about having to do anything outside of showing up. Because she had just started school again at that point. She was also working. She has her family at home. Like, you busy. And she was just like, sure. And I was just like, you don't need to talk it over with your husband or anything? And she was like, no. She's like, I'm at your house almost every week anyway, so what's the difference? I said, yeah, I guess that's fair. And that's when we decided to do it. And then that's when I got to work on like, okay, so what is the actual concept? What's the name gonna be? And all this other stuff. But that's how we ended up agreeing to do a podcast together.
I just be saying yeah to shit.
It was organic.
That's why Jay actually hadn't known each other that long.
No.
Yeah, we've known each other 2, maybe 3 years at this point.
3?
Yeah.
Damn. You wouldn't guess that. You would guess
People
that.
say that all the time. Seems like we've known each other for a long time.
Yeah, that's my homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I mean, don't get me wrong. When I first met her, I was like, I don't know. But I'm like that with everybody.
I don't know why me being joyful scares people off. I find that quite interesting.
See, not necessarily you, but there are so many people that are faking it that you just like, I need to watch you for a bit to see how authentic this is. Because I don't need no more fake people in my life. I dealt with fake people in my life. I don't need that. So I'm like, I need to watch her. Because like I said, with your glasses. Now, the glasses I met her in was bigger and they were still green, but they were sparkly and they were bigger. And I remember looking at her and think, okay, is she wearing that for attention or does she actually like that?
bigger than that.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Some people will wear stuff just for the attention. They don't necessarily like it, but they like the attention it gives them. So I'm like, so are you wearing it just for the attention or are you wearing it because you actually like it?
This whole thought process, it just surprised me. I said, I didn't think that much about no goddamn body.
Because you get enough people fucking you over, you start really being critical of the people you let in your life.
Yeah, but I feel like that's their problem. I don't absorb
but
shit.
might try to make it your problem, and that's what I don't have time for.
Makes you always on the defensive every time.
Yeah, and I don't live my life that way.
I'm not like that anymore with Jay.
Yeah.
It's just that initial
Yeah, that
meeting.
needs to, understood.
But yeah,
I'm
after a
like that
while,
too,
I was
though.
like, oh no, that's who
Take a
she
little minute.
is.
I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And I mean, and people might look at me and be like, everybody look at me like, hey, like, I'm not going to talk to you because, like you said, if you look at me, I'll be like, well, my eyes squinting all the time. Especially if I'm looking at you, like, I'm peeping you. But I'm always give you the benefit of the doubt because I don't feel like everybody's malicious. I don't feel like everybody's going to.
You know, I can respect that. And honestly, I could probably learn from that as somebody that people will look at me and just assume I'm a bitch.
Really? Oh, well, you did say you had a RBS.
I mean, I didn't see that though. Like, to my family, I remember being with my family at one point when I was a child. And one of my uncles came up to me and said, you know, when you're not smiling, you look like you mad at the world. And I was just like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to do?
Plus, I don't want to smile around y'all motherfuckers anyway. Because then y'all said it, my head was big.
Oh, sorry about that.
Y'all.
Smiling around.
Y'all secretly hate me.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I got some compliments from some of them too.
Oh, look at you with your big head. Oh,
It's so cute.
that is, you gonna
Shut up,
go
it's
into
Tommy.
it, baby.
But yeah, like, I don't know.
No, I think that it seemed organic the way you guys started the pod. It seems organic. You know
we
what I'm saying? A lot
just
of
be
people
doing
start podcasts just to be starting one. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with us going into year 5, I can honestly say it's been organic since day one. You know what I'm saying? We've never tried to force anything. We've never tried to do anything outside of comfortability. We've always done things just because I'm a lazy motherfucker.
I am too, honestly.
I'm lazy as fuck. I mean, he'll get mad at me because he's like, D-Mac, come on, we got to do this, bro. It's right here.
Shadow though, hey.
It's right here, bro. I'm cool, but then I also have to look. Think about it. He has every excuse in the world not to do things. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, I'm not gonna call my man's out, but he has every excuse not to be somewhere. Or his time management is horrible. But everything else, as far as getting things done, he has every reason not to do things. And he still gets the shit done. So then it makes me think like, well, shit, D-Man, what the fuck are you doing?
She asks me that all the time. How are you getting all this shit done? Because I'll come to her, like, I'm doing stuff for the podcast. I'm doing stuff for my primary job. I also have my art business. And then I'll be like, oh, yeah, I also finished like 2 K-dramas. She's like, how? How are you doing it? I said, don't ask me to explain it because I can't tell you how I do it. I just know I get it done.
Yeah, because it has to be.
It has to. Who else is gonna do it?
Yeah, I ain't
Fucking
gonna do
motherfucker. Who else gonna?
it. Like he does all the flyers, he does all the thumbnails, he does all the.
Yeah, I wish I got my graphic game up some because I have so many graphics that's in my notes and stuff that I have ideas for. But I'm like, I do not have the time to do it.
You gotta
You gotta figure
this
it out.
nigga will call off and be like, okay, I need to date myself and get it all done. Like that's how that's how it get done.
You
noticed.
That you call off, but it'll be the day before the episode come out.
Yeah.
But we recorded this 2 weeks ago. You knew it needed to be done.
Well, shut the
You wait till Monday, the day before release.
Why you can let him have a compliment? Like, why
saying,
you
it's
have
like
to
a
take it
backhanded
away?
compliment.
Like, let him.
He get shit done. He called in. What?
The nigga take a wellness day the day before the episode come out.
Well, I'm just saying, sometimes if at the end of the episode the flyer will be done or something. Like if I'm
Yeah,
if
I've been
I'm
seeing y'all
motivated,
flyers, especially
I'll get it
promoting
done.
the block party and stuff. And I'm like, dang, who be doing they flyers and shit?
Chat GPT.
But the good thing is y'all don't look like that AI slot that they be.
That $20 on there.
I be telling you, I be on chat. I just put chat in genius mode. I said, I need you to turn on genius mode.
Get you right.
Yeah, I pay for the what you call it.
Nah, they should have been wonderful.
Chat GPT
But I also-
Yeah,
I don't know what Claude. I ain't never fuck with the Claude yet.
that don't change your life.
Claude is better.
Cause it's levels to the AI shit.
Claude is better.
Everybody
Claude
got
don't change your
ChatGPT,
life.
now
I
everybody
just
got-
I'm not sure what
entered
that's
over
about.
into
But
Claude. I'm mapping out all my AI agents that I'm about to get ready and
They
create.
you got agents with
I'm
it
about
too?
to create them.
I need
Cause
that.
I learned about it at the podcast summit in Atlanta.
It's like assistants. They pick like that. Say we need a weekly email blast or whatever that goes out.
It'll automatically do it.
It'll you
I'm
just
gonna
gotta
have it do all
it's
of our
all about setting
sponsorship.
shit
It will
up.
also track algorithm changes and stuff. That's what one of mine is gonna do. Mine is gonna track my audience, what's going on with them this week. Like I got like 6, 7 of them that I got mapped out.
And I think, and that's where, and that's one of the reasons why we did the podcast summit at Elevate, because Elevate is it's a tech based company that invests in tech, and I think like one of my goals has always been to have a podcast label, you know what I mean, like a network. That's always
And that's what Sweetheart Creations is. So I created my LLC before I created the podcast. It's called Sweetheart Creations LLC. And it's really just my baking business that I just rebranded as a media company now. And the first podcast that it has is A Girl's Perspective. And
you
then
wanna
I'm
have other
also working
podcasts
on
on
my
it?
second one with Antonio, where he's on it occasionally, called Soul to Screen, which is more reacting type of stuff. But it's gonna
ask you, what do you want? What are you trying to do?
he gonna have a podcast under my label.
I don't want to, so here's some.
do this. That's what I'm talking
that
about.
shit, man.
See, and I think that's what, like the industry right now. I just was on a Zoom call with Hype Magazine.
Word.
Yeah, so they doing like
What is hype, man?
What you mean what's hype, Max?
Literally.
He under a rock.
That beauty of the week.
It's a big deal, dude. Okay, what was you saying?
So,
Let's get back
They're
to
pretty
you.
big.
anyway. So because we're doing this, we're doing a rollout for an artist with Tezzle Eagle.
You need to sell a course.
Jigulate.
You need to sell a course on how to help people get these types of opportunities. Because I wouldn't even know how to get in that kind of door to be having a meeting with Hype Magazine. Let me and Jade be on Hype Magazine. You ain't gonna tell us.
I didn't
You ain't
even
gonna
know.
tell
It
us
was.
shit.
I didn't know
Nothing.
anything about that shit.
This shit, look. I swear to God, it just happened this morning. Cause so we're planning the lineup for the block party,
Oh,
and one of the artists that's performing, he's working on like a rollout for this song called the Jiggalate.
they
song.
from Indianapolis.
Well, they know shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's playing.
not from-
He got like a whole bunch of different artists on the song, and then so Hype Magazine is trying to help him push like this new like the the rebrand of the song or whatever. So being that, he was like, man, because me and him been chopping up. He was like, man, like he wanted my help with the rollout. I'm like, all right, cool. So because I got Late Night Munchies, it's a micro concert series that I do. We handpick artists. It's dope. We doing a lot of cool shit with music. Great.
Dang, that's
So
that's the kind of stuff that I'm like, that's what I told Jay. I said, if we could actually like make a girl's perspective successful, that's like the amount of doors that could open for us. Even if it's not necessarily we making money from a girl's perspective, but it just opens other doors for you.
and that's exactly how I looked at when we were coming up with Bellies and Bullshit. So I ain't never really want a podcast for real. Like I went to school for broadcast journalism and everything. So when I came back home from school, I was already doing events and things like that. And I was like, but I always wanted to get back in the radio, just seeing how like the behind the scenes of it was. I mean, setting it up. And at the time we had a few podcasts. I had a little podcast label, we had a little room, and we was like, all right, man, we about to do these pods. So we had 8 of them at one time. So and it was about building a network, you know what I mean, building these slots. So it was called Socially Awkward Radio.
Oh,
And
okay.
we had all the different pods. We were setting them up where they would air at different times, and I would play like local music in between each pod. You know what I mean? So
Kind of like what Kevin is doing on his podcast, where he would play local music on
That's
his
tight.
podcast. Yeah.
That's tight. Yeah. So it's basically internet-based radio type shit.
Yeah, with the podcast that like for Sweetheart Creations, A Girl's Perspective and Soul to Screen are the only ones that I plan to be a host on. After that, like I'll own, like Sweetheart Creations will own the podcast majority. The host will have ownership in the podcast, but it's really going to be, we'll create the podcast. We'll make sure it gets monetized. We'll make sure that you get everything you need. Literally, the host just needs to show up to the meetings to discuss what are we talking about. And I was like, and because of that, they'll get some ownership in it. But because Sweetheart Creation is pretty much funding all of this, Sweetheart Creations owns the majority of it. It's mainly for the people that's like, I want to do a podcast, but I don't want to handle the business end of it. So I'm like, that's where Sweetheart Creations is gonna come in.
That's why you deal with that shit. You see, I'm just chilling. I don't deal with none of that business shit. I'll talk to people, but other than that, the business. See, I didn't know anything about hot music until he said something about it today. I don't even know what the fuck it is.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah, I don't know what hot music.
Either long story short, they coming to the block party.
That's
so the
dope.
dude, so he and I've TZ, what's his name? Touch of Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
He's shooting a music video, the Jiggly music video at the.
Like he'll have like a segment or two. He's gonna see how many artists he can get, but
Well, we
I
plan
have
on
like a-
stopping through.
As you should.
yeah.
Yeah.
As you should.
And so if you want to come, you can come with
They'll
us.
come through, do some content. And
Man, it's year 5, man. It's to have done it for 5 years. It's crazy, and for us to be able to block off Virginia Avenue,
And that's a big deal because that's a busy
crazy.
street.
That's Fountain Square.
Thank y'all for coming on as always. Thank you, Antonio, for coming on. But definitely for Bellies and Bullshit, make sure y'all checking them out. Let us know like how often you posting, like where they can find you guys and all that other good stuff.
Right now we have taken a break from recording until after the block party. We wanted to get Lemons Drop out of the way and block party out of the way. Then we're gonna start back recording again. But we drop every other Tuesday. Man, just find us at Bellies and Bullshit on the Instagram.
check out our website,
Bellies and Bullshit, BS.com. Same thing, TikTok.
Bellies.
D-Man LaFlair.
What up, bull?
And we hope you guys come fuck with us, man.
Yeah, and
Definitely, like I've watched their content. It is a good time. So I do not think y'all will be disappointed. But check them out. And if you are local to Indy, make sure you stop by the block party. You might see your girls there as well.
Yeah.
But you'll definitely see the hosts, D-Matt and Breon of Bellies and Bullshit. You'll see them there. It will be a good time. But with that, you guys know the deal. Make sure you're doing all the things on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, and on the audio platforms, make sure you're doing those too. Like, comment,
Rate, review.
share. We're really trying to get a girl's perspective in front of as many people as possible. So if you guys could share it with someone, that would be great. And then also, don't forget to check out our merch, agirlsperspective.com. And I'm sure we got something that you all will like, even if it's your first time seeing our beautiful faces.
Buy our shit.
Please and thank you.
And shout out to the Visit Studio, man. This is a nice ass spot.
Yeah. So if you're local to Indy too, and you need a studio to come through too. Right here in
Make that
Kokomo.
45-minute drive.
This is fire.
But with that, we will see you guys in the next one. Deuces.
Bye, friends.